A man who worked full-time on the family farm for 30 years is battling his three sisters for ownership, which he says his parents promised him. The Hawke's Bay farm was the largest of four properties, worth $5 million, left in the estates of Kenneth and Betty Swanwick. Kenneth died in 2008, and Betty died in 2021. Napier lawyer Edward Bostock was the sole representative of both estates. The Swanwick son, Tim said, his parents made a promise that if he worked on the family farm and other properties owned by them, they would leave their interest in the farm to him in their wills. Tim also said that on the strength of that promise, he and his wife had foregone other opportunities, including buying a farm of their own. After Betty died in December 2021, Tim discovered that his parents' wills stipulated that their interests in the farm were to be divided amongst him and his three sisters. In August 2022, Tim filed court proceedings in which he said his parents' promises amounted to enforceable claims against the estates. His three sisters said their parents had never made any such promises. Associate Judge Kenneth Johnston, who heard the matter in the High Court at Napier, noted that proceedings must commence within 12 months of the grant of probate of a will, meaning Tim had until September 2009 to file proceedings in relation to his father's will. In a recently released decision, the judge said he had to consider two key questions. Firstly, whether Tim could satisfactorily his delay in commencing proceedings, and secondly, the merits of the claim, and whether it had a reasonable prospect of success. Johnston said it was Tim's evidence that he had not received a copy of his father's will until his mother died, so did not have knowledge of its contents until December 2021. The judge said he found it surprising, to say the very least, that Tim hadn't checked the terms in his father's will. Tim said the main issue after his father's death was the continued management of the farm, and he never had any reason to question his belief that the farm would pass to him after his mother died. He said while Tim could not proceed with his claim against his father's estate, he was not precluded from pursuing a claim against his mother's estate. He could also pursue his alternative claim in constructive trust against both estates, the judge said.